Hello, I'm Hal Ottaway with the Wichita Postcard Club, and it's time once again for another postcard of the week. This week, we're talking to John Findling from Wichita, Kansas. He used to live in Louisville, Kentucky, and thank goodness he moved to Wichita to be close to family here. We're glad to have him active in the Wichita Postcard Club as a dealer and a club member and everything. So that's all good news. And we found out John's interest in QSL cards. And so we asked him if he might have a few that he could show us. And so that is the gist or the subject matter that we will take care of and show you this coming Saturday on May 7th. We'll be having the Wichita Postcard Club monthly meeting, and we look forward to seeing you there. You come at 1:45, and we'll check in and greet everybody, and then we'll start the meeting at 2 o'clock on May 7th, right here. So, John, please tell us a little bit or show us maybe a QSL card, and we'll go from there.
Thank you, Hal. Yeah, I like QSL cards for reasons that I'll explain in a second. QSL cards, for those of you who don't know, and I suspect there are a number of you who don't, are used by ham radio operators, amateur radio operators, to communicate with one another when they have had a radio transmission between themselves. The cards always contain the radio call signs or call letters of each operator. They contain a good deal of technical detail, which I don't claim to understand because I am not a ham radio operator myself. I just like the cards they send between themselves. And they began in 1916, more or less, although ham radio operation began a number of years before then, and were an important part of the ham radio world until roughly the end of the century when, with the advent of computers, ham radio operators began increasingly to communicate with one another by email or text message or other forms of electronic communication, and QSL cards became essentially obsolete, although there are a few that still send them back and forth, but not so many.
And then did you bring one along to show us?
The QSL card I brought as your card of the week is from 1939, and it is a QSL card related to the New York World's Fair, a fair that we have all learned much about from last month's program. Many World's Fairs and Olympic Games and other big events had a ham radio operating station there to communicate with the ham radio world about what was going on at the Olympics or at the World's Fair or whatever. It was also a place in a World's Fair, at least, that was probably on public exhibit. And if you were a ham radio operator visiting the fair, you could go to where this exhibit was and probably sit down and, communicate with your best buddy. Here I am at the fair, and send them a QSL card from there.
Great, great. Well, I see the call letters, and we'll be talking about all of that this coming Saturday, May 7th. Join us here, please, at 1:45 in the afternoon. That's Central Time. We have club members all over the country and world, really. So pay attention to ours being Central Time, and then figure out what time you need to be here to not miss this nice presentation that John Findling is here giving to us this coming Saturday. So thanks, John, for coming this time, and we'll look forward to seeing you on Saturday. Take care.
Okay, thank you.